Hi everyone, this is Kiwi Nina Mori, and I am doing a quick display of my guy who's finally back from faceup. I did a video on his box opening like a really long time ago, and I sent him away for faceup, and he's finally back, so I can finally start characterizing him. But yeah, so this is my Studio Naiko Sanzo Head, which is a private artist. She just recently started selling heads on Stacy Pink Ocean. I ordered her other head, the Kaji head, and that one's finally been shipped, so I'm waiting for EMS to deliver it. But the first time they shipped it, it got retained by customs and then sent back, and the company messaged me, because I messaged them like, where is my head? I have EMS shipping, it's not here. And they're like, oh, we'll check on it. And then they messaged me back, it turns out that they rejected the package in customs because of magnets. And I was like, what? I've never had that happen before, where magnets have kept the doll from being delivered. But I guess I can sort of understand, is that a thing? Because I've gotten heads from, like, Another Secret. This head, he didn't have any magnets in it. And the company apparently doesn't send magnets with their heads, and I guess their type of customs actually stops magnets from going through. So they are shipping it again, and this time I see the tracking is updating, so I should have that head soon that I can do, and then that one's gonna go away for faceup. But right now, this guy is here, and I'm really happy that now I have to find him a body, because his body was intended to be this one, but Codex kind of stole it because he came back from faceup first, and now I have to find him a body for his head. But his name is Lark. Well, sort of a feeler of a name right now. I feel like once he gets a body it might change, but like Lark as in like the bird. And he's like, he just has these delicate blushings, and he's very poetic in his expression, because I did not want a heavy face up when he has such strong features like that eyebrow bone and like his cheekbones and nose. He's just like he's very intense and very natural looking, so I didn't want to have something that was like, oh my god, as soon as you put some darker blush on him, he's gonna age really quickly. But basically his character is gonna look angelic because his character has the powers of empathy, and basically he can share people's pain, and he feels it. He can take away their emotional pain and their physical pain, and so he sort of keeps that in himself. He'll like touch somebody and take it away, but then he keeps it in it and harnesses it. So he feels and understands like everything. So he's like a very wise person, but also he's very withdrawn and scared because he understands so much about the world, and he doesn't want to share that because he wants some people to feel ignorance, like the bliss of ignorance. And so he's in Marlowe's story, and basically Marlowe is an apothecary, and he kind of feels sorry for Lark, and he wants to help him out because he's just like, I heal people with like medicine, and you heal them like by taking it upon yourself, and you shouldn't have to do that as a person. But of course he's self-sacrificing, so they kind of have this friendship in which they're trying to help each other out. And I will probably do some photo stories eventually when he has a body, and more of their stories, because there are other people in their story, and I look forward to that. It's just so far in the future. And in other news, I don't think I mentioned in my last video when my little rebel head came back from faceup, because I hadn't decided yet, but her name is Basil, and so this is her look. I made this outfit, and I've had these pants available also on my Etsy because I thought they're so cute. I'm like, why shouldn't more dolls have this? And she's finally complete. I feel like everyone in the hobby has that one doll, or at least wants that one doll that kind of represents them as a person or a collector, and that's her. She is basically she's me. she's my shortest SD girl. She's like 55 centimeters maybe, because like all my 60 centimeter boys still stand about taller than her, even though the company said 60 centimeters. Well, 58 centimeters really. On the website for Mass Cat, she's like shorter than that. She's really cute, and I'm like, I'm short. I feel you, girl. And her character is actually really older than her appearance, and that's also another thing that relates to me, because I'm older than how I look. Like, everyone always assumes I'm a teenager, but I'm like, I'm not. I'm much older than that, and then I get treated younger, especially when I go out, because I still get kid menus offered to me, and I'm just like, what? And it never quite works out the way I'm like, I would like the age guessing person at the fair to do this and get a prize, but somehow they always detect it. And I'm like, why can you detect it but no one else can? But yeah, so that's like what relates her to me in a bit, in a sense. And in her story, it plays a crucial part in the plot, that she's older than she looks, because she's from the future, in which the population has shifted toward having more seniors than young people. So the workforce is kind of transitioned, where there's not as many people available to work, because everyone is at retiring age, and they're going to have to cap retirement money and when people can retire. But basically, she's been raised by her grandparents, and so she spent all of her life like taking care of other people, and she kind of missed her childhood because her parents died early on. And in this society, children are treasured, and they're kept from manual labor for a while until they reach a certain age, and then it's just like all work all the time because we don't have enough people to do this. But when you're a real young child and you're not supposed to be working, they really want you to enjoy your childhood. But she didn't get that because she was taking care of her grandparents. But when her grandparents die, she finally gets that chance to relive her childhood, because she was finally able to take care of herself, in a sense that she finally got to do the things she wanted, and people thought she was younger because of the way she looks. And so she's finally treated like a child, instead of, I have to be responsible, I have to do this, I have to do that. But she also likes not having to be taken so seriously, in a sense, to be cared for, so she kind of learns more about herself. So that's part of her story, but it's also tied in with other people, and I will do more about it later on. I still have some other people to get in, because Luca's in her story, this guy, and I'm getting there's another little rebel head that I want, who's the character in the story, so that will be in the future, hopefully near future. But right now that's what's going on, and I have updated my Etsy shop in other news of clothes for boys. And because I know when I first opened up, I only had girl clothes, so now I have a few men items, and I'm going to keep updating it occasionally with new items. And then I'll also do probably like full sets, because like I know a lot of people loved Marlo's full set, so I'm kind of going to do like a bohemian inspired full set available for some people. I'm like limited, because I'm just like, if I make too much of the full set, it won't feel as special. Like, you understand, sort of, in the way that it's like, well, this doll, I like the whole look already decided for me, but at the same time, I don't want to see 20 other dolls on Instagram also have that same look. So I'm probably going to limit the full set to like maybe like 3 available. Maybe in different sizes, so it's not all on the same doll. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I have right now, and I will update later with another video when I have the Studio Naiko Sanzo Head come in the mail. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll do a box opening. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.